Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be making a salted caramel triple shot on ice using my new espresso maker from Gevi. So to get started, we're just going to start with a cup that's full of ice, and to get the salted caramel flavor, I'm using this skinny syrup, and I don't really measure it, I just use the cap. So I've tried this with 3 capfuls and I found it to be a little bit too sweet. So this time I'm just going to go ahead and add 2 capfuls of the skinny syrup salted caramel swirl. Now to that right there, we're going to be using our espresso beans. These ones are from Starbucks. It's their espresso whole bean. I find that this works best and it gives the greatest flavor when you use fresh beans. And so I'm just going to be grinding those myself. Now I just purchased a new coffee grinder because I found my other grinder was actually warming the beans with me trying to get it to the right grind. So I now have this Capresso Burr grinder and it's just perfect. It has 16 different settings and it just works out really great. So I'm just going to add in about 2 scoops of my beans, and I have my Capresso grinder set at the level 5 setting. I found that the extra fine settings on there were too fine and I actually could not brew the espresso using that setting. So if you have this espresso maker and this grinder, the level 5 on there works just great. So now I'm going to turn my timer up to about the 4. I guess it's for cup settings, so I'm using the 4, but I found that was just enough time and it grounded just enough of those beans for me to be able to pull my 3 different shots. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now that my time is up, I'm going to show you guys what those grounds look like. You can see how light and fluffy they are. They're just like the perfect size. And this is our portafilter right here. I don't know if all the espresso makers are made like this, but this one has different size filters that go in it, and I'm going to be using the 2-cup filter to start with. That way I can pull 2 shots, and then with the remaining I'll pull another shot. Now unlike other people out there, I did not measure this. Before I did measure it, but I did not measure out how many grams this is. I just found that when I put 2 of the scoops of beans in there and then grind them up, I had just enough for me to pull 3 shots. So maybe next time I'll go ahead and measure out how many grams that is for people who want to know. And so now once I got that all in there and like leveled off, you'll see I'm just going to tamp it a little bit just so I can get a nice tight surface on there. And I'm just going to wipe away any extra grinds that's on there just so they don't sully up the machine. I think that looks really good. So this is the machine that I have right here. I actually had another version of this one, but it did not have an auto timer on there, so I swapped it out for this one and it's been working great. So what I'm doing now is just warming up the machine and doing a little dance. You guys can see me right there. I didn't know that you guys was going to be able to see me, but hey, it is what it is. So now I'm just going ahead and just getting that machine ready. And then you guys can see I used the rest of those grinds to put into my 1-cup filter. Once my machine is all ready, I just go ahead and I'm putting the portafilter into place. And I'm going to grab me a cup really quick and place it there. I'm not using my small espresso cups because I'm going to be pulling 3 shots. So my machine is already heated. I'm just setting it on to espresso and I'm pressing the 2-cup setting. And you guys will see how quickly it's going to pull those shots. I did not edit this part right here. I did not cut out how much time it took. So you guys can see just how long it actually took for it to pull those 2 shots, and then you'll also see how long it takes for the single shot to be pulled. You guys, when I say I was super impressed with how well this espresso maker worked, I was super just very impressed, especially for this being a budget espresso maker. I'll try to get the link for this put down below so you guys can check it out. But if you're definitely on a budget and you want to make a good cup of coffee, this right here is going to really get the job done. Really great job. So now that one is done, I'm going to leave the cup there. And usually I will just wait a while, but since I'm doing 3 shots, while I got the other one ready, the machine was already coming back up to the correct temperature, and I'm already ready to place that single shot in and go ahead and let that pull. You see how quick that was? That is amazing. So if anybody had the other version of this one, I'll try to get that one linked too. It wasn't bad, but it did not stop on its own. You had to really time it out yourself. This one does all the work for you. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna place another cup there to catch those extra drips that comes out while I go ahead and put my drink together. So now we're just gonna pour all of that espresso into my ice. And you see all that crema in the cup? We want that. That's the good stuff right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and scrape that into my cup too. You guys, don't leave that part in your cup. That's the good stuff. You want it. It's flavored. It's delicious. All right. So then once you get all of that into your cup, I'm going to be adding some almond milk. You can add whatever kind of milk you want to add, or you can leave it as is. But I'm just going to add some almond milk because it's just my personal preference. And then you're going to want to make sure that your cup has a nice tight fitting lid for this part, because you do not want to make a mess trying to shake this up all over the place. And just give it a really good shake, you guys, like really good. And you'll see that it's going to create like this really nice foamy layer in there, and that's what you really want. It tastes really good. And that's it, you guys. That's all I did to make this drink. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.